Looks like we are live. We are live. Well, happy Wednesday, everybody. Oh, no, happy Tuesday. Wrong day. So, happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope everybody's doing well here. So, it is a beautiful day here in Ohio. All right. So, guys, I want to share some cool things with you, but what I want to do is we'll give this just a minute here to kind of warm up, and we'll get some people on. So if you guys are just coming on, if you would just do me a favor, drop your name in the chat and just let me know what city you're coming in from. If you guys can do that, just drop your name in the chat here. Rick, what's up, dude? Okay. Hey, glad to have you on, bro. So just, well, I know where you're coming in from. So just drop in the city where you guys are coming in from on things. That'd be awesome. And this also, if you're on Facebook here, guys, just give me a thumbs up. Give me a little love, okay? Just shout out to me here. Like I say, let me know what city you're coming in from. Toledo, okay? Cool. Joey, coming in on Thursday? Cool, dude. All right, man. I'm glad to look forward to having you in. Yeah, so this is a massive week for us. We have a lot of cool stuff cooking, guys. So really excited this week. So again, like I said, as you guys are coming on, just drop in the chat, say hello to me, let me know what city you're coming in from. Okay. Let's see. We got oh yes, I am looking forward to Harrisburg too. So we got a lot of things going on, guys. We are going big time this week. So all right. So as we get a few more people coming on here, hey guys, I'm going to share some cool things with you here today too. But I have to share something with you that I was just doing around the office here. And some of you know my team members, and they were just filming me this morning. Hey, we got San Diego on here. What's up? Again, guys, give me a thumbs up, give me a little love, and just be active here. But guys, just tell me what's cooking here on things. Okay. So, anyways, I was just sitting here, or not sitting here. I was doing something fun in the office. And a lot of you guys know now, of course, my wife thinks I'm still like 12, 14 years old. But in reality, I'm 57. But I was just spending some time skateboarding around the office. Yes, I was taking some time to skateboard around the office. Amber was filming it some, and I was getting my groove on there. I was doing some flips, and I was doing some handstands. So, but no, she got me kind of cruising around the office a little bit. I got to practice more. The more I practice, the better I'm going to get on this. So, but I used to ride all the time, just so you guys know. I used to ride all the time. It's been just a couple years ago, but I used to ride, like I actually used to be on a skateboard team. This is many years ago, but I used to ride in skateboard parks. I would ride half pipes. Let's see, I would ride in, done swimming pools, drainage ditches, everything. So I used to do that all the time. So, and I think Amber done some little filming here today. So she'll share with you guys. You'll see that some on social media. So, but all right, guys. Well, hey, listen, welcome. And I want to share with you some cool things here for today. So, few things that I want to share is, first of all, I'm going to talk to you guys about something that I think is absolutely critical for you in this business when it comes to your real estate game. And the big thing is understanding when it comes to your skills and the sales side of things. Okay. And I want you guys to just think about this for a minute. I think one of the most important things right now is this market has shifted, and we're in, obviously we're in a different marketplace than we were 6 months ago. And this is something that I have really been wanting to share more and more to people. And that is that Over the last several years, a lot of you were doing what I call Hail Marys passes. Okay. Obviously, the playoffs are on right now in football, and we see a lot of that. People at the last few seconds have thrown a Hail Mary pass. Somebody might catch it, right? And win the game, or they might miss it and lose the game, right? So, over the last couple of years, it's exactly what a lot of investors have been doing. A lot of people in this business, either investors or if you're just on a team with other, maybe you're on part of a sales team. The thing is a lot of you have been throwing Hail Marys over the last couple of years, and you would land a deal, and just because the market was so hot, you would get it moved just like that. You would just get it moved. We have to realize those times have changed. Now, is the market still hot in different ways? Yes, but it's also changed a lot. So what's changed is when we're trying to do those Hail Mary deals anymore, those are just out. Those don't work. So we have to really think about this and start thinking, how can we really work this business right now more than, and really excel right now in the way the market shifted. So I'm going to give you a few tips on that today. Okay. And part of that is going to be as I put uh, in the wording here too on the big announcement, I should say, on things that's going to come at the end. So let me share with you guys some things I want to help you out with, and then I'll have a big announcement for you at the end here today, if that's cool with everybody. So if you guys are all, whoever's on here today, I see several of you coming on and some other ones jumping in. If you guys don't mind, just drop in where you're coming in from, what city you're coming in from, San Diego, Toledo, okay? Just different parts of the country. Just drop it in there if you guys would, and also let me know too, that you're enjoying these lives that I've been doing just over the last several days. If you haven't caught them, make sure you're starting to catch them. I'm going to be doing them daily. So, all right. So one of the big things that I said, as I mentioned, that we're seeing a shift in is this, and that is, since we can't really just tie up a deal, and because the market's so hot and then all of a sudden it sells, we got to think differently. And what we have to go back to is sometimes something that a lot of new investors haven't experienced yet. And a lot of investors have been around a while, know exactly what I'm talking about. And you have to go back to the grassroots. And the grassroots is this: you have to be focused on skills. Your skills are your number one thing right now. Because if you think you're going to go out there and work this business and just do these Hail Mary deals and everything's going to be fine, and as soon as you throw it on the market, everybody's just going to snatch it up and buy it, you're going to be greatly fooled right now. So you've got to really change that thinking. So what it comes down to, again, is not focusing on doing things based upon the marketplace doing things for you. It's focused on you taking ownership now. You basically relying on your skills. So your skills have got to be the number one thing that you focused on right now. Okay. And that is a key component to this. So I've been talking to a lot of salespeople, and I've talked to a lot of investors, a lot of my students, and even some of their sales teams are like, we're having a hard time putting deals together, and we're having problems with this. We're not getting things moved. It's because your focus is off. Your focus is off. What you're not focused on is building your skills right now on a high level. You're focused on stuff that was present 6, 7, 8 months ago when the market was just on fire and rates were way down and stuff like that. Guys, that we weren't in a real, what I call a real market. This is really a real market. This is what I've spent majority of my career in over the last almost 29 years now. It'll be 29 years this year, actually. And what I've spent most of my time is in marketplaces like this. So I didn't have those markets like we've had over the last couple years. So what you have to focus on is the things that are really going to make the difference in your business. And right now, that is focusing, number one, on skills. So let's talk about one of those skills today. And one of the skills that I'm looking at right now is I'm talking about understanding that the way you get results right now, more than anything else, when it comes to acquiring more deals, is the top of the list is following a sales process. Now, I want you to understand this. Typically, when somebody comes to me and they'll say, "Hey, Jerry, my team's struggling, or my team's having inconsistent results, or we're having fluctuation. Like one month we're making this amount of money, another month we're making this amount of money, and it's just kind of up and down like a roller coaster." The number one reason behind that is because your sales team is not all rowing in the same direction, following a predictable sales process. What you're doing instead is you're going out there and throwing spaghetti on the wall and hoping some things will stick. You guys got to stop doing that. You can't get away with that stuff anymore. Like I said, the last couple of years allowed us to get away with a lot of those sins, and it doesn't work that way anymore. So what I want to share with you guys today, and I'm going to put on my glasses here because, like I said, I am getting a little older, but what I want to share with you is really comes down to this, is a set sales process. So I'm going to give you the outline of a perfect sales call, what we call the outline of a perfect sales call. Now, some of you that are part of our RAI Sales Academy, you guys know this, or you should have access to it. If you haven't pulled it, then shame on you. But some of you that are not part of the academy, you definitely need to, hit me up on this, and we can help you out. Okay. So first thing I look at, guys, when it comes to things, is understanding that when I look at a perfect sales call outline, the first thing I have to look at is mindset. Okay. And you can see on this, this is all laid out, the perfect sales call outline. So the first thing we look at is mindset. And mindset has to be there in regards to understanding that you've got to be in a position where you're open to getting people to tell you to F off, people to tell you that, basically that this is not going to work. You've got to be open to this type of stuff, and you just got to let it roll off of you. Okay. Because the thing I want you to understand is this, okay, is that you don't be dependent on your seller's emotions. Okay. Now you have to work their emotions, but you cannot live your life based upon the seller's emotions. Now I'm going to do another training just based upon that, because I find that's a big area that a lot of people struggle with. What they do is they go in and they actually make decisions based upon the seller's emotions affecting your emotions. So you gotta understand there's a sales process, and we're going to work the emotions, but you got to look at it as a process and truly helping people out. But you can't help somebody if you jump in the same sinking boat that they're in. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. I hope you guys get this. Again, if you would, guys, just drop in the chat while you're, some of you are coming on here, where you're coming in from, what city you're checking in from. That would be awesome. And then if you don't mind, give me some thumbs up, and maybe a little couple hearts there for some love here if you're enjoying what we're sharing. So first thing is mindset. The second thing we look at is, after mindset, when it comes to the perfect sales call outline, is we have to do what we call set the stage for open and honest communication. Okay. Setting the stage for open and honest communication. And the purpose behind this is to relieve pressure in your sales call. It's to relieve pressure. It allows you to basically go into the conversation without getting a lot of resistance out of the gate. Okay. Now, there's a lot more details on that, but I'm just kind of giving you the outline here today on things, the perfect sales call outline. So that's number one. So now that we've done that, we've set the stage with the seller. And again, this could be on the call, or this could be in person. It doesn't really matter on that. The second thing we look at is we do something what we call a quick tour of the property. Now, if you're out in the field, you're going to walk through the property, but some of you or a lot of you are on the phone. So what I recommend is a quick virtual tour of the property. Now, you're going to be very careful on this because I always tell people it's easy to go into a virtual tour and to be stuck into what I call the rehab rabbit hole for the next 30, 40 minutes and get nowhere. And a lot of you might know what I mean by that. So you got to be very careful of that. And that's part of what we do in REI Sales Academy is help you navigate on that so you don't go into these deep rabbit holes of things. But what we do, the purpose of this virtual tour is to start building rapport with the seller. Okay. It's just to open things up so we can start building rapport with the seller. So we might pull some things out of that maybe they've been dealing with a bad tenant. And you've dealt with that before, bad tenants. You could build rapport on that. Maybe you've dealt with a severe rehab before on a property, and now you're dealing with the same thing, and you can share some of those common experiences. All that, okay? So that's how we start to open that up. So the next thing we look at is then I go into what we call the critical conversation, okay? And the critical conversation really is where we attempt to build greater motivation, okay? And when we go into this, the purpose of this, okay, is to this critical conversation is for us to dive deep into the motivation side of things. Now, some of you might have seen some of my lives the last few days, and that's been a big theme for me this week is the motivation, because that's the number one, we should say, one of the top reasons. I don't know if it's the number one, but it's probably one of the top reasons why investors have such a hard time converting sellers, okay, is they don't go deep enough on this side of things. So this critical conversation ties in with that, and it goes into understanding that we have to build that relationship, we have to build the rapport, and we have to go deep into the personal motivation. Because when we do that, what that leads to, guys, is when we go deep into personal motivation, that leads to action, because that creates a urgency with the seller to take action. So the deeper you go with your sellers, the more you're going to see a bond on that. And it's not to become their friend, but it's a bond to understand what's going on in their life, so you can then create the urgency for them to act, okay? And so it comes down to that critical conversation, understanding where they're at, going deep on the motivation, and then taking them to the point where they can see where they want to go, okay? Where they can see in the future where they want to go. And we do this by mainly 3 types of questions. And that's what we focus on. So my perfect sales script here, my perfect sales call outline that we use in the Sales Academy to train all our students with, is we do this based upon 3 main types of questions. And those 3 types of questions comes down to problem questions, picture perfect questions, and impact questions. And what happens is as you start to learn these, this will be your secret sauce to digging in deep and how you can make a big difference on your conversions and connecting, and not only connecting, but moving people to the direction you want them to go. Okay. So guys, this is extremely powerful. And then this is, to me, really the top way that you close deals out there today, especially today, because we can't rely on the Hail Mary deals anymore, where you could just take what a seller wanted and all of a sudden throw it under contract and still sell. You got to work on your skills. Then the next part of the perfect sales call outline is basically creating the solution / the offer. So now we're going to go in and we're going to actually focus on creating a solution for someone. And what we're doing, to think about this, we're really creating a solution to their pain point. We're creating a solution to their pain point. And part of that solution will be dealing with what they've got going on in their life now, and also painting a picture of where they want to be. And you just got to continue to work on that. And guess what? How do you work on that? It's the same thing. As we get to that point, what happens, guys, if we've done everything right prior to that, and we built a rapport, we went deep on motivation, we set things up in regards to what we call setting the stage for open, honest communication. Then when it comes to this, it's not difficult because we spent all this time prior to this. So then what we come down to is presenting a solution to their pain, presenting a solution to where they want to go in the future. And then it comes down to that point, the kind of the full circle side of things. And my perfect sales call outline is something we call price anchoring. Price anchoring. Instead of asking the seller the price, we anchor the seller with a price. And a lot of people say, "Are you crazy?" Yes, a lot of people think that is nuts, but you have to remember, and you have to answer yourself a question. Would you rather anchor the price in a conversation or have the seller anchor the price? What would you rather have? See, you guys don't think about a lot of times. And today, in today's marketplace, and with all the technology we have today, people, all they have to do is go on Zillow, pull up a number, and they can price anchor you just like that. So start looking at how you can price anchor people versus the other way around. Then we come down to the point where it's just negotiating and going back and forth some on that. The give and take. You do this for me, I'll do this for you. And then the final part of this, my perfect sales call outline, is just asking for the sale. And guess what? Here's the cool thing about it. Guys, if you've done everything else that I've included all these pages here about the perfect sales call outline, when you get to the end, all it is a simple question. And that simple question is, what would you like to do today? What would you like to do today? See, it's not this big difficult thing. And what I want you guys to realize is this: the more you can become focused towards a sales process that mirrors exactly the way a human being makes decisions to buy or sell something, the greater success you're going to have. Don't go out there and try to do it through a dysfunctional sales process. All right. So I hope this makes sense, guys, on things. Now, as I mentioned here, and my heading here was there's a big announcement. Well, the big announcement, guys, is I want to share with you guys is today we officially announced that, and it's we just opened it up to what we call our flash sale, which is going on between now and the end of Friday for REI Sales Academy Boot Camp coming up April 12th, 13th, plus an additional bonus day on the 14th for owners and managers. This will be in Dallas, Texas, again, April 12th and 13th. We're going to go completely through our entire sales process from beginning to end those 2 days. And that's for anybody at all that either you are doing the acquisitions yourself, or you're in a position where you have a sales team members and you want to send them. And then the third day was an optional day is for owners of the company or managers. And that day is going to be focused on operational side of things. It's all going to also be focused on marketing and talking about what you need to do in today's marketplace to, really bring in heavier lead flow. And then we're going to talk about how to hire salespeople. We're going to talk about how to pay those salespeople, or how to manage those salespeople. And we're going to talk about really building your business side of things. So this is going to be a major event we got coming up again in April. We just started our flash sale today. This flash sale will run until the end of this week. And you can just go right to our website. Well, there you go. It just popped up. Okay. It's REI Sales Bootcamp.com. You can go right to that link here, guys. Again, it's REI Sales Bootcamp.com. Or you can just hit me up here through social media and I'll connect with you to one of my team members and we'll get you the link. But guys, don't miss out on our training coming up here. And some of you that maybe are in a position where you can't make it to that date, we're going to make sure you reach out to us too and just become a member of the Academy. And once you're a member of the Academy, it's a lifetime thing, and you have it there for you and your team to always grow. So, all right, guys. Hey, listen, any questions, guys? Any questions you might have today here at all from some of the content that I shared? And also, if you mind typing in too, just did you enjoy the share I gave with you guys today? Did you enjoy some of the content that I've given you here regarding the perfect sales call outline? If you guys enjoyed that, just drop in the chat that you enjoyed it, and I appreciate that. And anything I can do to help you guys out more, that's what I'm here for. This is, 2023 is really our focus here in my companies is to make a major impact on a lot of people. And it comes down to, going live like this. It comes down to our trainings that we're doing, and just tremendously giving back to all of you that have helped me get to the point where I'm at now, and doing this business for, going on 29 years now. So, but let me know if anything I can do. And also, guys, don't forget to, as I mentioned, we have our boot camp coming up here in April. There's the link. Some of you that are just popping on there. We have a flash sale, like I said, going on all this week. You don't want to miss out on that opportunity, and save money there. Plus, be able to get to the bonus day for no additional costs whatsoever at all. So, all right, guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you later. Okay, all right, bye now.